Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video, and in today's video I'm actually going to be going over a subject that's actually not been talked about too much. It's actually pretty imminent within when it's actually going to take place, and that is actually ScareCon coming to Thorpe Park Resort. Now, obviously a lot of you out there are probably wondering what ScareCon is, but we'll be going over that and all the other announcements for this event that will be coming to Thorpe Park Resort within this video. So if you guys do go on to enjoy it, make sure to like, subscribe, anything that makes me know you guys like my content. And definitely, as well as that, leave any video suggestions you guys have down in the comments below, or even that, just leave any comments. I'll try to reply to as many of you guys as I can. Honestly, when you guys make comments, honestly, it does make my day. So yeah, definitely consider doing that, and I'll try to get back to you as quick as possible. So, with that said, let's get right into the video. Okay then, so first of all, what is ScareCon? Now, ScareCon is an event that does take place every single year. It's kind of there to kind of celebrate all the different horrific kind of theme park attractions all around Europe. Now, obviously this year, we're lucky enough to have it over at Thorpe Park Resort, and it will be taking place during May. Now, obviously, this does contain many little mini activities and things that ScareCon put on themselves. So obviously, places like the Lakeside Marquee, the Dome will all pretty much most likely be present where they do these types of things. Obviously, I'm pretty sure Thorpe Park have actually hosted this before, but I don't think it's actually been for a little while. So yeah, it's very exciting to see it come into Thorpe Park. I'm sure it's going to be great. Obviously, it may get delayed because of the coronavirus, but I will talk about that in just a second. However, when this was actually announced, I completely forgot about it. Like, this was announced ages and ages ago, and I feel like not too many people are actually talking about it. The announcement itself is really interesting, because the picture they actually used did actually show some people standing outside Creek Freak Massacre. Obviously, that's kind of hinting towards maybe this returning, but obviously I'll get into all of that detail when I obviously go and lead into what's actually coming within the event. So yeah, let's get right into that then. Now, as for the dates of ScareCon, it will be taking place between the 5th and the 6th of May, so it will only be for 2 days. Obviously, that may be why Thorpe Park haven't promoted it on their website as an actual event, because obviously this is only, taking place over a couple of days, and obviously it is obviously sourced from another company. But yeah, so pretty much there's going to be loads of different stuff you can experience through this kind of 2 days, including, like I said earlier, potentially Creek Freak Massacre. Now, on the website, it does state that there will be exclusive mazes open to people who pay for the tickets to obviously experience most of the stuff for the event, and I'm assuming Creek Freak will be among these. Obviously, like I said, within the teaser, Creek Freak was visible, at least the Creek Freak construction site, and I'm pretty sure Thorpe Park have actually said something about it coming for this event anyway, and obviously we know that's probably one of the mazes that is pretty much already kind of built up and ready to go, because obviously, because it's such an indoor kind of compact maze, it's very permanent in the way it's built, so they don't really need to do too much stuff to take down. So all they really need to do is just open the queue lines, get the actors in there, maybe do it up a little bit, and I'm pretty sure it'll be ready to go for this event. So yeah, this will only be taking place over 2 days, and I'm assuming this Scare Maze stuff will be taking place over both of the days, but I'll get into sort of the different things that obviously ScareCon are putting on in just a second. Now, in terms of the coronavirus, when I was on the website earlier, they did state that hopefully by the end of March they'll have a statement on obviously when it will be taking place, or if it will be taking place, because obviously this should be taking place within May, and obviously that's kind of in a little bit of a danger zone here. I know quite a lot of the parks are hoping to open on the 25th, even Thorpe Park have said it themselves when I DM'd them on Twitter, but it obviously is an uncertain time. They still said they're still reviewing the situation. Hopefully it will improve over the coming months, and hopefully it will be all good by the summer, or at least we'll be able to get out and go to the parks during the summertime at some point. But obviously, I can definitely see this being postponed. Like I said, they did say they will come out with an official announcement at the end of March, so obviously within the coming days. So we'll have to kind of wait for that announcement, and I'm sure that if they're making an announcement that early, they most likely will be postponing it to a different date, hopefully maybe even in the summer. I think that could be really cool if they kind of moved it to the summer. That might be quite a cool thing to have within the summer to kind of do while you're at the park, but obviously it is an upcharge thing, and that is pretty much what I'm going to be going over just now. Now, in terms of pricing, to get everything ScareCon has to offer, it will cost you £85. Now, I know that does seem like a lot of money, and even on the website, they do say they're trying to make it as low as possible and as much as affordable as possible, but obviously they've got a lot of things that have to cover within this ticket. I'm sure your park entry will be, kind of included within that ticket as well as pretty much everything else that will be taking place through the event. Obviously, this does take place over 2 days, so I'm assuming that £185 ticket will be able to span will be valid over those 2 days. But like I said, you get pretty much access to everything ScareCon has to offer, and there is pretty much, you know, quite a bit there, which I'll obviously go over right now. Okay, so the first thing you can actually do at ScareCon is a workshop and some seminars. Now, obviously, these include sort of like talks. Obviously, you'll be able to do hands-on workshops, which I'm sure will be really, really cool. I'm pretty sure these do span over both days, and I'm pretty sure they will be taking place either in the Dome, like I said, or most likely the Lakeside Marquee. So obviously, these will be talks about different kind of scare attractions, maybe how they were built, obviously stuff like that. And the workshops will most likely be, they did say on their website, something to do with actually creating your own scare maze or teaching you how you could actually do that, which does sound very, very cool and very, very fun. Would definitely be something I'm interested in, especially as I like to do stuff like that. So yeah, these workshops and seminars, like I said, will be over both days, and I'm sure there will be multiple, you know, versions of each, so they will be able to kind of control as many people coming in as possible. They'll have certain ones that will run twice. I'm assuming it'll just be kind of like a timetable. I don't really think they've kind of announced everything that's actually coming this year, or at least the dates everything's going to be on, and the select times that these events will obviously take place during the day. But obviously it does seem like something that would be very, very cool and very, very interesting. Okay, so the next thing that will be included in your ticket is obviously the mazes. Now, obviously, I did talk a little bit about Creek Freak earlier, and it is pretty much almost confirmed at this point that Creek Freak will be returning for these couple of days, which is very, very, very exciting. Obviously, on the website as well, interestingly, it does state behind the scenes on these mazes, so potentially they could run some behind the scenes on Creek Freak. I'm sure ScareCon will have their own mazes there potentially as well. They may be able to run kind of behind the scene talks on. So yeah, that sounds very, very cool, and obviously, once again, that is incorporated within your ticket. So yeah, that sounds very, very interesting. Obviously, you'll be able to see the kind of inner workings of all these different mazes. I'm assuming it'll be very, very, you know, similar to what Jack Silkstone has been invited to do behind the scenes like that, but obviously for multiple different things. But yeah, it's looking up to be very, very, very cool for scare mazes. Obviously, if you're a massive fan of this sort of stuff, obviously I would recommend this, because obviously you'll be able to get on some of these mazes earlier, obviously, than Fright Nights, because obviously that's when, you know, stuff usually kicks off around this country. So yeah, it's going to be very, very cool to potentially experience Creek Freak again, and obviously go behind the scenes on all these different mazes. Okay, so yet another thing included in your ticket on both days will be a trade floor. Now, if you've ever been to an expo such as this before, obviously I've been to Star Wars Celebration, which is very, very similar to what this is going to be, like trade floors. It's kind of a massive open space where you can sort of go and buy different merchandise and different things like that. Obviously, they have multiple stalls in there. The only real place I can see them doing this or holding this would most likely be in the Dome. Now, whether or not the 5th and the 6th will be specifically for people who have these tickets, and obviously they'll shut the park for them a couple of days just for this event, I'm not sure. But definitely something like this would fit in the Dome. I can definitely see them doing it. However, I don't think they'd do it on a normal day, because it would kind of feel out of place. So I could definitely see the park maybe renting these 2 days out to ScareCon to try and, you know, get as much space and as much places as possible within this actual event. Another thing that will be taking place during this event as well is actually a costume party. Now, obviously, a lot of people out there will love dressing up for Halloween and stuff like that. So if you love doing that sort of stuff, obviously, I'm pretty sure anyone can enter this. It's like a costume contest. Obviously, this may be, you know, located within the marquee. Like I said, most of this stuff will most likely be located in the marquee. It also does say live entertainment as well. I'm sure everything like that will either take place within the Dome or the marquee, because I can't really see it taking place anywhere else. But yeah, if you are into making costumes and dressing up for stuff like Halloween, you know, this may be the thing for you. Obviously, I'm pretty sure they'll have, you know, proper judges. They'll probably judge it like anything else. So yeah, it does sound very, very interesting and very, very fun to take part in. Like I said, they've got loads and loads and loads of stuff for this ScareCon event, and I'm not even halfway through the list. So let's get into the next thing. Okay, so carrying along with our list then, we now have the Scar Awards. Now, the Scar Awards will only be taking place on the 5th, so this will only be on the first day of the event. However, this does look very interesting. It does look like this will be an award ceremony, potentially for people who have made scare mazes at home could be nominated for awards. There could be like big events that are there that are giving awards out, potentially, you know, giving awards to stuff like Fright Nights maybe. Like, it's very, very difficult to kind of judge this because obviously I haven't been before, but if people who have been before who are watching this video, definitely let me know down in the comments, just so I can actually be a little bit more educated on this, because this is the one thing that have actually been announced that I don't really know too much about. But yeah, it does look very, very interesting. If you're into like award ceremonies, I'm sure this will be very, very cool. Obviously, I'm sure there'll be some big names in the industry potentially there. So yeah, it's shaping up to be quite a cool event already. Okay, so the last couple of things that will be within this event then are live entertainment and an evening meal. This sounds very, very cool. It does look like, again, this will be taking place in the marquee. Obviously, you'll have these tables set out, maybe. It looks like a very, very kind of formal event. But obviously, they'll have different kind of live entertainment, possibly even stuff like, potentially like Amity High, but on a little bit of a smaller scale on the stage. Some like flash mobs and stuff could happen within the marquee. So yeah, that does sound very, very interesting. Like I said, I'm not the one who's the expert on this. I'm just getting most of this information off of the website. So if any of you guys have actually been to this event or been to any event like this in the past, definitely let me know and everyone else know down in the comments so that we can all get a better idea on what this is. But yeah, it does sound very, very cool. Hopefully, I'll maybe be able to attend this, but £85 is a lot of money, so possibly not. I'm sure there'll be other YouTubers and that will cover this event. But yeah, I did want to make this video plain because I don't really think too many people are actually talking about this. And I was actually getting really, really excited about it. So yeah, this obviously will, like I said, or it's supposed to be taking place on the 5th and 6th of May. Like I said, things like that could change potentially, and then we'll have an official statement out within the next couple of days. So I may make a video on that if there is enough there to make it on, because obviously I'm not going to make a video that's just really, really short because I just don't feel the need to. But yeah, that'll be it for today's video, guys. I hope you did enjoy. Like I said at the beginning of the video, definitely, you know, leave any comments down below, including video suggestions or just any general comments. And I'll try to reply to a lot of you, as many as I can, because I do love commenting and replying to you guys. It's probably my favourite thing to do on YouTube, so yeah, definitely be sure to do that. And if you did enjoy the video, definitely subscribe as well. Obviously I do make weekly content all about different theme parks around the UK, so yeah, definitely stick around if that's stuff that enjoys you, and yeah, I'll see you guys later.